Hello everyone. Today we'll be making vegan Korean style tofu tenders coated in seasoned chicken sauce, along with a tangy Yuja salad. The spicy and savory flavor of the tofu tenders pairs perfectly with the fresh and citrusy Yuja salad. The lemon juice adds brightness, while the Yuja brings a subtle sweetness that balances the dish beautifully. Let's start with the cabbage salad. To ensure the dressing coats the cabbage well and to balance the bold flavors of these spicy tenders, we'll slice the cabbage thinly so it's not too tough. Thinly slice the cabbage and carrots and place them in a mixing bowl. Carrots add a nice crunch, and if you'd like, you can also add cucumbers to help freshen up the flavors alongside the spicy tofu tenders. For the dressing, mix Yuja or orange marmalade with lemon juice in a bowl. The key is to balance the citrusy tang of the Yuja with the lemon juice, so feel free to adjust the amount to your taste. If you want to make the dressing creamier and mellow out the heat, you can add a bit of vegan Greek yogurt made from coconut milk. Mix the dressing well and toss it with the vegetables. If you find the spiciness overwhelming, adding a handful of dried cranberries can bring a nice touch of sweetness. For the topping, we'll crush some walnuts with a mortar and pestle to create a smooth nutty texture, but we'll do this at the end. A cold salad creates a nice contrast with the spicy tofu tenders, making the dish even more refreshing. Now, let's move on to making the sauce. If you're sensitive to garlic, you can add just 1 or 2 spoons of minced garlic instead. The saltiness can be adjusted with soy sauce, so feel free to add more or less to suit your taste. If you want more heat, instead of adding more gochugaru, try adding chopped spicy peppers or a bit of hot pepper sauce. When too much gochugaru is added, the dish can have a tub texture, a Korean term that describes a somewhat dry, powdery, and heavy mouthfeel. There's no exact English translation, but think of it like drinking espresso with fine coffee grounds settled at the bottom, compared to a clean and smooth brewed coffee. Now, let's simmer the sauce over medium-low heat. Make sure to stir it frequently to prevent it from sticking or burning. If you're unsure where to find tofu tenders, I've listed some similar alternatives in the video description, so be sure to check them out. Heat a generous amount of oil in a pan or deep fryer over medium heat. For extra crispiness, feel free to use a bit more oil. To check if the oil is hot enough, drop a small amount of batter into the oil. If it sizzles and bubbles up, it's ready. Carefully place the tofu tenders into the oil and fry them for about 3 minutes on one side. Then flip and fry for another 3 minutes. If juggling frying and sauce making at the same time is difficult, you can prepare the sauce in advance. Be sure to stir the sauce occasionally as it thickens to prevent it from sticking or burning. Now slice the reserved garlic, but not too thin, otherwise it may burn easily. Flip the tofu tenders over. Place a paper towel on a plate and transfer the tofu tenders to drain the excess oil. The sauce has thickened nicely. Now let's fry the sliced garlic until it turns golden brown. Since I was filming while cooking, I ended up frying them a bit too much. But ideally, you want them just golden and crispy. The sauce is now ready. Next, crush the walnuts for the cabbage salad so they have a smooth, buttery texture. For extra flavor and texture, you can top them with chopped almonds or peanuts. If you store it in an airtight container and refrigerate it, the flavors will deepen over time, and you can reheat it whenever needed. Do not seal the container tightly while the sauce is still hot. Instead, place the sauce in an airtight container. Leave the lid slightly open to let it cool completely, and then seal it tightly before storing it in the refrigerator. Add the crispy tofu tenders to the pan and toss them well to coat evenly with the sauce. Finally, arrange the crispy tofu tenders in a circle on a plate. Sprinkle the chopped almonds and crispy fried garlic flakes generously over the tenders. Then, place the cabbage salad in the center and finish by topping it with crushed walnuts. And there you have it, crispy, flavorful vegan, Korean-style seasoned tofu tenders with a refreshing Yuja cabbage salad. You can enjoy this as a special meal or even as the perfect pairing with your favorite drink. Why not give it a try?